Hello, I am Nimja, and this is Everyday Traveling. This file is intended for you when you are a passenger, when you are being transported from A to B, not driving, when you have no control over the destination or the journey itself. And like all everyday files, just put this one very low, almost inaudible. It's just some music you've got on in the background, nothing special, nothing telling you what to feel after all. Now, being a passenger, being driven, having no influence over your destination or the speed, can be very relaxing, even though the fact that other passengers' presence may not be relaxing. The journey itself can definitely help you relax. And the more you let go of the control, the less you feel that you need to control where it is going or how fast, the more relaxed you are. The more you can just dream away, sort of fading out, staring out of the window, just staring into that infinite distance where no thoughts reside. And it's a nice idea that you can just let go of that. You know you're going somewhere because someone else is driving. You have no influence or control over the drive itself. Somebody else is taking care of it, so you can just relax. And while you're listening to this, or rather not listening, while I am just going on in the background, you can feel the movements. You can feel the vibrations of whatever you're traveling in. They can be quite enticing if you think about it. Being moved around a little bit, the feeling of movement without moving yourself, the sight out of the window, nature or buildings passing you by, having relevance only in the fact that they are between where you are from and where you're going, but being completely irrelevant in that they fade away as you move on and on and on. And the travel is really rather nice. Never quite standing still, always moving, always going from one place to the other, until you finally arrived at your destination. But you're not there yet. So you listen, and you don't listen. You let my voice play in the background. You let my words just wash over you, like the sounds of the vehicle you're in. They are not important. You can just let them go. There is no need to think about me or the vehicle you're in. There's no need to think about yourself or the people around you. You can just sort of dream away, fading into a blissful state of traveling. And no other purpose, not concerning yourself with where you're going or where you're from. Not concerning yourself with what you're looking at or where you're looking. Traveling, moving from A to B, but no longer caring about either A or B. Just floating in the feeling of moving, traveling, watching but not watching, moving but not moving, listening but not listening. It's all in the background, it all fades away. Like your mind, you just sort of switch yourself off, enjoying the travel for what it is in itself. The vibrations, the movements, fast, slow, it doesn't matter. Maybe you're flying, maybe you're underground. Maybe you're just sitting staring out of a window, traveling, moving, fading. And when you started listening to this, you anchored yourself, but you're far, far away now from where you were. Every moment you go further away from where you were, as your body's moved away from where your thoughts were before. Fast, slow, deep, high, traveling, moving, listening without listening, just letting the words and the sounds wash over you. They are not important. Right now you can just float. It doesn't really matter if you listen or not. You easily float. You drift on the sound of my voice, the movement, the sounds of the traveling, completely in your own little bubble, traveling, moving, listening, and it all happens in the background. There is no foreground at the moment anymore. You don't really think. You don't really need to think. If you arrive at your destination, you'll know and you'll easily awaken. And for now, you can just listen without listening. Moving but not moving. Watching without watching. It's all so simple and yet so complicated. So it's easier to not think about it at all. It would be so nice not to think about it, wouldn't it? It would be so nice to just drift and float without thinking. So you can, but you don't have to. You're allowed, but not forced. It's all as it is, without thoughts, traveling, moving away from your thoughts. It's like a dream. In your dreams, when you travel, you don't remember the travel at all. In your dream, you only remember the arrival, the departure. This could be like a dream, couldn't it? You could just be dreaming right now, traveling, just letting it fade away, moving. Just letting yourself float, listening. Maybe your eyes are open, gazing into infinity. Maybe they're shut. Perhaps you're sleeping or still aware. Maybe you're deep in trance and listening. It's all true and not true. Reality has faded away and is still there. You're watching the world go by without really looking. And it feels good. It feels good to float and just let yourself drift on my words, on the dream of traveling, on moving inside the dream. There is no time, there is no place. There is only the departure and the arrival. And when those times come, you know. You won't miss anything, so you can let go of your mind. Your subconscious knows when it is time to act and when it's okay to let go. So my words in the background just help you relax a little bit more, help you drift a little bit more. And the beauty of it is that it can just go on and on and on. It can just relax you deeper and deeper. You can listen to this even while talking. You might zone out a little bit. You might just let go of reality completely. But it's just a background file after all. Who knows if you're listening to these words or if they just flow through you without you paying attention. I know. But it's more fun to just let yourself enjoy it, isn't it? So you don't listen while you listen. You let them flow through you while it goes on and on. Was there a question before? Or was it just your imagination? Are you enjoying the journey? The road ahead, the moving, traveling, listening. It's all okay. It feels easy to just drift into this place where you're traveling, together or alone, traveling, moving. And while you're traveling, you may get bored. So perhaps, without really thinking about it, you put on a file. And you think that it could be nice to listen to a file without really trying to listen. So, without really thinking, you put one on. And when you hear my familiar voice continuing, speaking, you just stay nice and floaty. And otherwise, you'll just naturally wake.